Bonjour, bonsoir, dear friends. We're going to be traveling all the way to the south of France with a fantastic, charismatic, ladies and gentlemen, very charming Laurent Sauvage, is making all the great wines of the south of France that we produce. Tonight, we will be talking Fortant de France. So, Laurent, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Jean-Charles. How are you?
I'm even better now that I could see your smile and your happiness of a great harvest in the south. How has it been?
I mean, we have great wine. It's still fermenting right now, but the crop is small, as you know, but the quality is very, very good. Very good. For example, here we have a nice Chardonnay. Look at that. Very nice golden Chardonnay, which is still fermenting right now.
That's beautiful. So, Laurent, explain us where you are, because you have those beautiful shiny vats behind you. And what is really fermentation at that stage?
Okay, we are in one of the main wineries we have in the south of France. We have many vats like the one behind me. And here we ferment all the whites, especially Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay, a bit of Viognier as well, and also some Rosé, lots of Rosé, like Merlot Rosé, Grenache Rosé, Cinsault Rosé, Syrah Rosé, lots of type of grapes. We have the chance to have many grapes here in the south of France to play with. So we make a lot of type of Rosé here as well. And a bit of reds, but it's not the main winery for reds.
So you specialized it in white and rosé. So, you know, you're very lucky you have something in your glass, which is fermenting. I will try with you in a moment something which is already fermented. But tell us about that beautiful glass you have. It looks beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, it's a typical Chardonnay from 2021 vintage. We have a very nice balance between the fruit and acids, and you can see it with the color. It's very bright, and I mean you have even a little bit of green hints, which is typical of great acid balance, which is one of the characteristics of this year. And then maturity is good, not overripe, which is nice to keep the freshness. You know, in the south of France, like you in the US, we have a lot of sun, but we have to keep in mind that balance is very important. So we have to be careful with the maturity. So it's a very well-balanced Chardonnay, lots of fruit, and kind of nice acids and nice balance in the finish.
So what kind of fruit? It looks very grapefruit, pineapple.
Grapefruit, but we have a lot of yellow peaches, white peaches, a bit of, fresh apricot as well. So it's those kind of fruit, very peachy and very nice, lots of texture, but with nice tropical aromas as well.
Wow.
I would love to share with you this one, but it's hard to pass it through through the web, you know?
Well, I have a solution, because luckily I have in my hands the beautiful Chardonnay from last year that you made. So maybe, Laurent, we can make it as close as that. We're going to have a little toast. Chin, chin.
Chin.
Chin, 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 chin. So maybe you want to tell us about this one, because one, I love the package that you've designed with a beautiful set, you know, boathouse.
The lighthouse, yeah, the lighthouse and the hublot. This wine is one of our favorites. We've been making this wine for many years, and it's a parcel selection of different Chardonnay from the coastal vineyards. Why the coastal vineyard? Because we want to keep the freshness and to have this saltiness, you know. The vineyard, which is close to the sea, has this little bit saltiness because we have the sea breeze at night. And that's why we've done this parcel selection. And nice Chardonnay nice fruits, nice peachy fruit, like the one in 2021, aged in the bottle. So it develops with some kind of tea. You have nice balance. It's perfect by the glass. And of course, you can go food with it, but it's really perfect by the glass.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I'm really in love with what you just described. And I can imagine seafood as well, prawns, and obviously all the freshness from the ocean. Now, explain us, Laurent, how amazing the south of France is as an amphitheater of wine.
Yes, you're right. It's a natural amphitheater. It's one of the biggest vineyards in the world, and we have the chance to have 58 type of grapes in this amphitheater. We have the 3 geological eras in terms of age of soil. We have some winds. We have, of course, different exposure. So it's kind of a magical playground for winemakers. We can do almost whatever we want. So it's very great.
And the Roman brought a lot of those grape varieties in the 2nd, 3rd century, correct?
Exactly, exactly. Even the Greek, you had some Greek bringing some vineyards in the Languedoc as well. So it's a very kind of old vineyard as well.
And wouldn't you compare it to California in many ways as well? Because it's a coastline, it's a sea versus an ocean, but it's still kind of a similar landscape.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. It's called the California from France, actually. Yeah. So it's because we have lots of varietals. You have as well in California, and as you told, I mean, we have this coastal vineyard, hillside, mountains as well. It's
very exciting. So you mentioned another grape variety, Laurent, that we really love, and this is now the Grenache. So I would love for you to tell us a little bit about it.
Sure.
I love it as well because you did it with a screw cap. Look at this, dear friend. It's very easy. You just turn. You have this beautiful screw cap. Very easy on your boat, on your picnic, outdoor, anywhere you choose. And you have this unbelievable wine. I'm a big fan of this Grenache. So, Laurent, tell us a little bit about what you tried to achieve here.
Yeah, Grenache is a great grape. As you know, it's the grape of Châteauneuf for reds, but it's also one of the main grapes of Provence, Rosé. That's why it's a great type of grape. To make rosé, we have to select parcels with nice berries with lots of juice in it. And the characteristic of Grenache is that you get some nice juice, pale juice, with some texture and a bit of spices as well, naturally, which makes a very elegant rosé, a very refreshing rosé at that time, and with a very pale and elegant color. Look at, this is the one from this shore. See?
Wow.
Still fermenting as well. Look at that.
That's gorgeous, gorgeous. So explain us how you get that beautiful salmon, white rose color.
Everything is before, I mean, date of harvest, very important, because depending the maturity of Grenache, you will get, a certain type of color and certain type of hint as well. So date of harvest is key. And then, which is another key point, is really the way you press the Grenache. You have to press it very gently and to do some juice separation. You know, you will take the free run juice first, and then you will take the first the pressure, but with very low pressure juice, and with that you will get that very pale and delicate color. And with the high pressure juice, you will do something else. some rosé which are more like gastronomic rosé, you know, with more like more color, more texture, more tannins.
Very exciting. Ay, ay, ay. This is so fresh, so crisp. And
Yeah.
how is going to be the 2021 harvest that you have in your glass?
Very, very nice, very perfumed. Because we have nice acids, it's going to be perfect to have this fruit expression. And the balance is great, again, because the natural acids are quite high. So it's gonna long last. In terms of color, it's gonna stay like that for a long time. So it's perfect.
Wow. Well, I'm very fortunate that I'm having the 2020 vintage, and you could see that gorgeous color.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so inviting. What would you serve food-wise from the south of France with this Grenache?
Sushi, for example, sushi is perfect. You can have some salads as well. You can have some, vegetarian food like vegetarian pie, stuff like that. It's perfect. Or by itself, of course.
I know you're a very healthy boy. I like the vegan, vegetarian direction that you're going into. That's why you look so good.
Yeah, you too, Jean-Charles. You too. You're in shape.
Trying. Well, I have a lot of Grenache, so it really helps.
Okay. That helps.
Well, Laurent, thank you so much. We wish you lots of success with this 2021 harvest. And we'll do another wine style together when you could show us the outside and the beautiful Mer Méditerranée as well.
Yeah, with pleasure. Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, happy pressing. Cheers.
Thanks. Cheers.
Great. So now we can do another one, right, Lisa, with the digression?
Yes, if we can keep it to less than 10 minutes. I told Diana we're going to be a little bit late for Jura, but I know you guys can knock this out and do something interesting on digression.
Do it quickly. So maybe, Laurent, do you want to change the background, maybe next to the press, or is there another area you want to be?
But I mean, digression is a blend, so it's different. It's a blend of Grenache, Cinsault, Syrah, so it's a Provence-style blend. So we can really talk about, of course, I mean, the importance of maturity and pressing, but the importance of blending as well, because of course, as soon as you start to blend, you have another complexity and other type of aromas.
Exactly. So maybe, do you want to be in a different place so we don't see the same background?
Sure. Il me demande de changer de place. Okay, let's go elsewhere.
Maybe in front of the press or something. Devant le pressoir, peut-être, voilà.
Lips.
Right, Lisa?
Yep, that's a good idea. So that's a little bit different.
Dylan, maybe I'm a little further away.
So
you zoom in a bit.
Il me dit d'aller au pressoir. Bon, le pressoir, ils sont au bout là-bas, on peut y aller, hein, mais c'est des grosses batteries de pressoir. Hein.
Ouais, la prochaine fois, on peut y aller dans les vignes, mais...
Peut-être des branchements.
La prochaine fois, oh yeah, perfect, beautiful.
Ah, c'est cool.
This is nice. Wow, very nice. Yeah, perfect.
Impressionnante.
Yeah, Laurent, right here. Marc, perfect. Perfect.
Ouais, vous pouvez faire ici.
It's okay
bon?
là? This the place?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Very good, huh?
It's a great place.
Oui, c'est
Gorgeous.
impressionnant. C'est
Wow.
super. Wow. Oui.
Alors
Attends, je me branche.
Attends. Essayez-vous de vous connecter.
Well, can you pass?
Faites entrer.
Something like that.
C'est Fortant, ça?
Ouais, mais le cadrage, là, il est bien.
Okay, Jean-Charles has changed scenery. Laurent
Yes.
has changed scenery.
I brought a girlfriend of mine.
Ça va là ou pas?
Parfait.
Oui. Top. Je me mute.
un peu de tout ça.
C'est quoi?
Un peu de tout ça.
Bien.
Bon,
Non, c'est bon, hein, a priori.
Louis loves her necklace. Okay, for yourself.
la cuisse, non, ça ne devait pas.
I'm so excited.
J'aurais dû être dans. Non, ça va.
Gave her the lips. All right.
Right.
Okay,
All right.
I'm muting and whenever you're ready.
We are ready. As soon as I get the signal from Mr. Dylan Elliott.
Here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Bonjour, bonsoir, dear friends. Welcome to Wine Style. We're going to go to the south of France. We're going to meet our wonderful, talented, charming, and charismatic, phenomenal winemaker, the man of style, Mr. Laurent Sauvage in the south of France. And for that reason, I brought one of my girlfriends because I know how much she likes him. Laurent, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Jean-Charles. How are you?
Well, I couldn't be better now that I'm traveling 10,000 miles away to be with you. So where are you in this beautiful cellar? Very impressive.
Yeah, we are in a nice cellar. It's one of the main winery where we produce the rosé in the south of France. So that's why you have lots of vats. I mean, stainless steel vats, because of course it's the best type of vat to produce and to ferment rosé.
Well, we love your rosé. So my girlfriend here, her name is Digression. Look, she wants to drink rosé. She brought her beautiful lips for you. She sends you a big kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. You know, the charm of a Frenchman, you know, it's impressive. They all want you, Laurent. So tell us a little bit about Digression, because it's so fun to make rosé. What is your passion, first of all, about rosé?
Rosé is, I mean, is totally, it's a wine you start in the vineyards first. It's really not a blend of red and white. As you know, it's really a wine by itself. You start in the vineyard because you select the parcels dedicated to produce rosé. What do we want to produce a nice rosé? We want to have some grapes which have nice berries with lots of juice and elegant juice in it. Because of course, when you press those grapes after when it's time to harvest, you get this very pale and elegant color. So you really start in the vineyard, and then of course, before the fermentation, we have a lot of attention about the juice, the type of press, and to get the color right. For example, look at this one. This is a blend of different rosé. It's still fermenting right now, and of course, to get that color, we need to have a bit of Grenache, a bit of Cinsault, and some hints of Syrah as well. So it's like a Provence style rosé, very pale and delicate color.
Well, she's very impressed. She maybe wants to drink directly out of the bottle.
Why not? I mean, it's
So-
digression, so.
And you know, she's whispering in my ear something very important. She wants to know the ménage à trois. What does it bring so much to the wine? So Grenache, Cinsault, and Syrah, what each of the grapes bring. So can you tell her, please?
Sure. So the Grenache will bring you the elegance, the texture, and the finesse, and of course the light color. The Cinsault will bring you the fruit and a very, very pale color, pale hint. And the Syrah will bring you this very nice blue hint here, and this, like we call the gourmandise. This is really about the Syrah. So the ménage à trois, as you told, is perfect.
So when you make the wine, Laurent, you think about what each of the grape varieties are going to bring for that specific harvest.
Exactly, exactly. We will harvest each type of grape differently at different dates, of course, and then we will vinify each grape separately. And at the end of the fermentation, and when the wine is finished, we will start to play with different type of blending to try to reach the perfect match, which can be different from one year to another, of course.
Indeed. So how different is it from 2020, which is what I'm drinking, of course, and you drinking 2021 in terms of balance of that ménage à trois? Because if we have a ménage à trois, I want to spend a lot of time with her, you know.
Yeah, now this year, this vintage, it's really about the nice acids. We have the balance is amazing this year. More acid compared to last year, so the fruit is better, more explosive, and the balance is even better. So it's gonna be great for this year for Rosé.
So it's going to be an explosive ménage à trois. That's what you're telling us.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, Laurent, we thank you so much. How much fun it is to make rosé. Is it one of your favorite wine to make, rosé? Because every year you keep surprising us with amazing, fresh, crisp, and elegant wine.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, at every step of the process, it's kind of a challenge. So that's why you're right. It's one of my favorite wines to make.
Well, I could tell you it's digressational. This is why. So why do we have a flamingo, by the way? I hear there's a lot of flamingo in the south of France right now.
That's right. That's right. Yes. I mean, they are not black, but maybe one of them sometimes is black. But yes, we have a lot of flamingo in the south of France, and especially around Set, where the Fortant winery is based. Yeah.
So, you know, Laurent, we're going to start the ménage à deux, if it's okay with you. And whenever you come, we can discuss more ideas. So we thank you so much for such a great explanation. Cheers. And we cannot wait to taste 2021.
Yeah, sure. Pretty soon.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye.